Hi guys, welcome to Grandma Thelma Tuesday. Grandma Thelma is going to start us with a poem. Hit it, Grandma Thelma.
Hiya, Chava.
Hi.
Happy Valentine's Day, a day late. But now I'll tell you what I have to say about Valentine. What does an old lady do on Valentine's Day but remember the love of her life in every way? Even though he's gone for many years, to me, I always feel though he's very near. I remember when we first met on a blind date. Was this the man I would love or hate? A handsome doctor, a resident at NYU, who fell in love with me too. And we soon decided a wedding to plan. My parents were married by the same man, a rabbi who always said he'll officiate if he's here. One minute. Now I can't find the page. If he's here, we went to Florida on our honeymoon. Then we went to our own apartment soon. We lived near my parents and Uncle Harry. When they came to see me, this is what they always carried. Lots of food to make every night like Valentine's Day, because my mother made delicious cookies and cakes that were a delight. Should I look for a new love now? I don't know if I can or know how, but on Valentine's Day it would be good because he would fill the bill. Or do you think we'd both be over the hill? That's it.
Oh, beautiful. Wow.
One thing good with you, Chava, you make me feel so good because everything I do you love.
Well, they're so cute.
And you're so cheerful and everything else. I hope you find somebody that appreciates you.
Amen. You know what, Grandma Thelma? I hope so also. But I'm starting to think I dated too many people and I still haven't met the love of my life.
Well, that's what happens. You never read in the Jewish press about all the people that go on dates and what goes on.
I know. It's so ridiculous. But you know what, Grandma Thelma? Everyone, for the past 2 months, people have been feeling like I'm going to meet my soulmate. Like people I don't even know. Like they feel like so close that I'm going to meet the right person. But you know what? You know what I really want, Grandma Thelma?
What do you want?
I want someone who's like 5'11" to 6'3" tall, makes $75,000 to $100,000 a year.
Well, that's not a lot, $75,000 to $100,000 a year.
Well, just if they're young. If they're young, then, you know, hopefully they'll make more money.
That's true. As you get older, usually your salary goes up.
Yeah, or
go up.
Or their inheritance, or they have stocks or something. You know what I mean? I mean, hopefully no one I'm marrying, their family's just dying out on them, because that would break my heart. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But usually people live through...
I wish you, especially on that deal, you should have lots of love. And you should love someone too.
Amen. And on that note, Grandma Thelma, you should be open to keep dating like you were talking about Grandpa Bert. I recently saw a picture I
didn't want to name any names. You told me not to name names.
Right. Well, no one...
Forget, and you say names.
Well, I I can, well, I can say his name because I'm not saying where he lives or his birthday. You know what I mean? But that's true, Grandma Thelma. That's true. It's not good to name names because who knows if they want their name mentioned or not.
That's right. You have to give people privacy.
Yeah, and privacy is the most important laws to life and love. So, Grandma Thelma, I think
I
people.
don't say it's the most important thing. Sometimes you want to announce something all over the place and you want everybody to know. You don't always want, there's times for privacy and times for publicity.
Oh, so when did you publicize your relationship? How long did you date your husband before you publicized it with your family and friends?
Well, I met him in May and we were married in December. So,
What?
yeah.
That was quick. When did he propose? In June?
Yeah, right away.
How many people did you date before you knew your husband was the one, or you didn't
A
date?
lot, a lot. I don't say a lot. I don't know how many, but I had dates. One time I got confused, and I thought it was the same guy, and two different guys called me, and they both came at the same time.
Grandma Thelma.
And that's a no-no.
Oh, so do you have rules for dating, or that you gave
Well,
to?
well, first of all, you know that I lived at home, and it was different times then. People went out differently than they go now. You went, and then you stopped going, then you went with somebody else. But, people went in groups also, a lot of people, girls and boys.
That's what
That's
my grandmother used to say. She said now everyone dates one-on-one with each other. In the olden days, it was less pressure because you had a whole group to be with.
That's right, and you can be friends, and then you saw you like someone, and you started going with them, and you just came together. It wasn't the same thing like now, and of course, I wasn't that orthodox, and we didn't go through shadchanim. You know, if you met anyone, they could be your friend. You weren't. It doesn't mean that everybody you met, you thought that they were going to be your husband.
Amen, Grandma Thelma. I think they should bring that back into the Jewish community. I think there's too much societal pressure for something that's not that important.
Well, it may not be important, but you know there are some people that the whole thing is that their children have to get married.
Yeah,
of course, there are different people that believe a different thing. Some people say you can be happy without getting married. There's no one rule fits all.
Exactly. No, what is it? One shoe doesn't fit every foot.
That's right.
Well, thank you, Grandma Thelma. This week I really loved your poem. I thought it'd be at least 3 pages long, but you summed up your whole life in a nice little thing.
Yeah, well, because you know what, I did it in a hurry, and I wanted it because I didn't know the topic till yesterday, and and I was very tired because I had so much company all weekend.
But that's good. Didn't you love your company? That's part of Valentine's too. It's not about just your soulmate. It's about loving your family and friends.
Oh, of course. I loved my company, and I have and even Joanne yesterday came with me with some Dunkin' Donuts,
Ooh,
and cookies. And so I've had more sweets than I should have, and I love everybody, and everything is very nice.
Buena heart, poo poo poo.
Tomorrow, Sharon, my other daughter's coming for a few days.
That's good. So you're getting lots of love. Besides, I think Valentine's Day got misinterpreted.
Well, I got mixed with two things because my birthday and Valentine's Day are near one another.
Oh, what are you doing for your birthday? Did you finally decide?
I don't know. I think we're going to the beach. I don't know. We're going to maybe to Sarasota. I don't know where we're going with Sharon and Barbie. I don't know if Joanne will be able to go.
You know, Grandma Thelma, if you get a sponsor or become a multi-millionaire, you can go to the moon if you really want to. They have
I
trips.
can go now to the moon if I really want to, but that's the last thing that I have on my mind. Listen, I went to Cuba and I rode in those old cars. You saw the picture of me.
Yeah.
So you see that I did a lot of things
And you don't
in
want
my
to
life.
you don't want to experience seeing the moon and I think they made it.
No, I don't think that, and I don't want to do any sky jumping. That's not on my bucket list.
What
I'm
is
more adventuresome to it, and I'm not. I went horseback riding, and it wasn't for me. Not everything is for me.
what's on your bucket list, Grandma Thelma?
What?
What's on your bucket list? Or you've accomplished everything?
I don't say I accomplished everything. There's always things that do it. But I just said I should be happy and I should be healthy and I shouldn't get really, when I get sick, it should be the last one and I should say goodbye. And I shouldn't linger for a long time.
Oh, Grandma Thelma, knock on wood, you should live to 120 and you should be able to come to my wedding and you should be able to see my future kids.
Oh yeah, that's on my bucket list. I should be able to go to Stephen's wedding. That's on
See?
my,
There you go.
I don't know when it'll be, but when it'll be, I hope I'll be able to go, that I'll feel well enough to go and I'll be able to go.
Exactly. So see, you have a lot of things to do, Grandma Thelma. Life
Yeah,
is
and I want Aria and both Stephen to have babies and Barbie's children to have babies. So we'll see what happens.
That sounds good, Grandma Thelma. Well, thank you for talking. Everyone remember, stay pop positive, and we'll see